and group and on YouTube as well. And hi, my name is Binang. I'm the head of marketing at PitchGround. And in today's webinar, we're going to talk about a really interesting topic that you can, implement in your business and grow your business. When it comes to organic marketing, people generally look at channels like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any other, maybe LinkedIn for that matter. But they're leaving a gold mine. They're leaving money on the table by not considering Quora. That's right. If you're not considering Quora, you are leaving money on the table. And that's why in today's webinar, we're going to talk about Quora, getting started with Quora marketing, because I know that many people haven't yet discovered this gold mine. I know that many people are leaving their money on the table. I really know that for a fact because a lot of I can see a lot of comments coming in here. Hello, Abhishek. Good to see you here. Everyone's like, Quora, Quora, Quora. Awesome. So good to see everyone who's been joining our webinar here. I know it for a fact that many of you guys aren't using Quora to grow your business, to grow your brand presence, etc. And I also know a few of the industry leaders who've been using Quora diligently and getting a ton of views on these answers, growing their personal brand and growing their business as usual. So if you want to grow on Quora, if you want your business to grow, then type in Quora right now, type in QAPop right now. I want to see some engagement coming in, guys, because today we have, today you're going to learn a lot of things. Today you're going to learn a lot of things. So awesome. So and in the meantime, I'm going to invite Val, who's going to show you what the platform is. And after that, we also have the co-founder of Quora, QAPop with us. Sorry, not Quora, QAPop. So it's a tool that lets you unlock Quora's real potential. We're going to showcase everything, but this webinar is going to be really useful to you if you're tuning in. So don't go anywhere because you're going to learn a lot because we're going to craft a strategy from scratch live in this webinar, guys. Let's do it.
We'll take a close look at how you can utilize Quora for your marketing needs. And here comes the intro. What's going on, guys? This is Val from PitchGround. Did you ever think of using Quora in your marketing strategy? I mean, there's already a bunch of marketing channels out there, and why you might need yet another one? Because it's a huge audience. Here are some stats. Quora says they have 300 million unique people a month. Most of the traffic comes from India and the United States. Quora users are highly educated. 65% of users have a college degree. A study by Nielsen in 2018 found that Quora users are 37% more likely to be in management positions than the general adult population. Quora gives you an opportunity to get in front of those who have decision-making power and provides for greater content exposure and lead generation. On Quora, you can get more high-quality traffic, boost your authority, and learn more about your audience. Yet until recently, there was no way you could automate your marketing activities on Quora. And the good news is that we have found a perfect tool for this and have brought you a lifetime deal for QAPop, an automation tool for Quora. Even if you
But we're going to showcase QAPop later. That's right. I'm leaving you in a cliffhanger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that because I want to truly showcase the power of Quora. And let me invite Fabian, the co-founder of QAPop. Hi, Fabian. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. Like you're
I'm doing
staging the stage.
fantastic this side. Thank you so much for joining in. Fabian, you already saw the group was ready. Everyone is like, let's learn Quora marketing today from scratch. So what are we doing today?
Well, like basically I can walk through from the start because I guess PitchGround haven't yet leveraged Quora much, so I can bring you from the start of QAPop.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So before we get started with QA Pop and this webinar, why QA Pop, why this tool, and why Quora marketing?
Well, like this story of the story actually started, I think, 3 years ago. It's basically I started providing this type of data as a freelancer. That I had some web scraping tool that I was using and basically providing the data to different SaaS company. And I had like 4 or 5 clients who were interested in it, which it was recurrent business for me to be helping them set up like Quora marketing and get nice referral traffic from it. So I said, okay, let's try to productize it. And now it's QAPop, which is basically cloud-based, so you can just click some button and you grab the data and you can play around with it. And yeah, that's the story.
Yep, that's what it is. And Johan, don't worry, you haven't missed out on the webinar because we are just beginning right now. So, Fabian, do I share my screen?
Yes, you would be my
Okay.
guinea pig for the
Yes.
demonstration.
Yes, guys. So this is for the very first time in PitchGround webinars. This is happening, guys, where I'm sharing my screen, not Fabian, and Fabian is going to walk me through step by step on how he's going to craft a strategy for PitchGround. Yes, this from the start. This from the basic, and I'll be doing this. I really don't know. I've never used QAPop before this, so I'm super excited about this. So I'm gonna be quickly sharing my screen and taking through this. I'm nervous, a bit excited. Let's do this. So let me just log out and do I just go to QAPop first or how is it?
Yeah, like you can log in.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
perfect.
so this is typically where you will be starting. This is a quick audit tool, which will help you check if Quora is actually relevant for PitchGround. So it will ask you like top 3 keyword for your business. So you can be entering there stuff like LTD, SaaS deal, for example, lifetime deal. And it will be helping you to tell if there is actually Quora traffic for it. Or if you know some better keyword for PitchGround, let me know.
Sure. So I think for PitchGround, I can say there's software SaaS lifetime deals, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So do I check lifetime deals?
Lifetime deals, definitely one.
Okay, and I just added it. Okay, what else? Um, then SaaS basically. I believe that can be a good one. And then so do I just enter it by myself, like whatever that comes to my mind?
Yeah, like typically in this keyword, it's good to be looking at your Google Analytics to see.
Okay, got it. Since I cannot access Google Analytics right now, I'll be
Quora.
going with lifetime deals, SaaS, and software deals, if that word makes sense. And
Yep.
I'm gonna click continue.
Yes.
And are you active
So
on Quora? No, sorry. Continue. And where is your target audience based? Of course, many Indians are watching this. Many US
yes.
is our main target audience as well. We are B2B and we are SaaS. Wow. We are SaaS and it's like a marketplace, you can say, but I'll call it SaaS.
I think SaaS is matching quite well.
Yeah. I'm going to type in pitchground.com. Okay. I'm just going to click on show my results. That's it.
Yes, that's it.
All right.
And it should
Okay, this is analyzing my opportunity on Quora. Let me see what this tool comes up with. I'm super excited. So basically, if you're a start of the brand, you take the keywords and put in, and that's what it is. Interesting.
hopefully you won't have a bug on the demo.
That would be crazy. Okay, it shows me Quora is a great marketing strategy. Yes. Let me see
So
how
yeah.
we can do it. Yep.
So typically here on top, it tell you like how many weekly views there is on Quora for those different keyword you were looking at.
Wow.
So for example, like lifetime deal, you can see that there's between 200 and 350 people which are looking at question, which are mentioning this keyword basically, uh, like every week. You see that, well, SaaS is like with a lot of traffic, but this after like it's for everything about SaaS, so it might be a bit
Yes.
too wide for it to be now. And software deal also like a lot of things. I'm a bit surprised by a software deal to have so much traffic.
Interesting.
So yeah, so definitely there's potential here. So like this tool is typically designed to help you check if your keyword are relevant, because there's sometimes if you are very niche product, you might end up here that you have like a really low number of view, and then Quora might not be relevant. So you can generate 3 of those analyses for free. So if you, in case you have a case that those 3 keyword have 0 traffic, you can check some wider keyword and check if it can be still relevant. But that's the first thing, which give you an idea if it actually makes sense for you to be spending time learning how to use Quora and start investing in Quora.
Interesting.
I also give you some information about like typically Quora is relevant for India and US market because that's where you're getting most of the audience. And it's also slightly more relevant for B2Bs and B2C use case. Like both are good, but B2B is even better.
Wow. I think it's like we've been missing out on this. Great. So what do we do next? What's the next logical step to go forward?
So So next one you check if you scroll down, so you have here the list of top questions it was able to find. And you should have on, I think, behind the
Oh,
view a
lovely.
link to basically Explorer.
Interesting, interesting.
So basically, the next step for you will be to try explore a bit more the question, because like this is just an overview of the 10.1. And typically, once you know that Quora is relevant, you will move to the Explorer, which allow you to find out more questions about Quora.
Got
So
it, got it.
if you go
This
back
is
to QAPop,
interesting.
if you go on top of
Uh,
QAPop,
QAPop, okay. Yeah.
scroll on top, and go to Reports.
Reports. All right.
Yes. And so here you can create your first report.
PitchGround, Quora. I can just call it like that, yeah.
And you can again like enter the same keyword here. You can be adding a bit more keyword. That, for example, you can be hiding some more long-term keyword like
So I
SaaS
just comma separated. Okay, SaaS and maybe
software
lifetime
deal.
deal. Yep.
Mhm. And you can maybe
And
try to add like SaaS Ltd, see if there's any traffic for it.
SaaS LTD. Okay.
And so you have
It's
option to be checking how recent are the question. At start, it's good to be going for all-time questions, because one thing interesting with Quora is like doesn't matter that much to be answering all question, because
okay.
typically all question are question which are going to be well indexed on Google, so they can still help you get some good exposure and so on. Uh,
And yeah.
yeah. Second setup, you can pick how many questions you want per keyword. Like here we are going back to make like the typical first report, which I advise you to go for 20 questions per keyword.
Do we 20 questions? Perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you can explore data, and it's going to be extracting all the information for you. So this type of report will take more time because it
Okay.
needs to be getting a lot of data out of Quora.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I can likely start speaking about what will be the next step. Um,
Yes.
Likely, this report will give you the best question for you because you are looking at the keyword you're interested in, like SaaS and so on. Those are the questions you can answer to build some equity on Quora and get some recurrent traffic. Now, you are new to Quora, so those are not the first question you should be answering.
Okay. So what should a new user be doing? Yeah.
So it's a user should actually still doing this because this report will tell you how relevant Quora is for you. Like you will see exact question, you will see how much traffic those questions are getting, and it will confirm if Quora is relevant for you. The next step will be, if you are new to Quora, to create a more generic report about more generic keyword. Because basically, if you are new to Quora, you need to warm up your account. You
Okay.
cannot straight away write answer and like it pills your link there. You will get like kind of banned from Quora. That is there
Oh my
something.
goodness. I am hearing for the very first time that we have to warm up a Quora account, that we have to, do all this interesting.
Yeah, that's a very important process. And we have actually preparing some blog posts about the topic, about what are the small trick you can be using to warm up your account better. Typically, what we are advising is to warm up your account by making another Kpop report on more generic type of keyword. So, like you are looking at, SaaS deal, but you can be looking at more generic keyword throughout, SaaS marketing, all these kind of things, which
Okay.
are not directly relevant to you, but it will help you back build some reputation on Quora and have an account which is not completely dead.
But one question that our users would 100% have, and who are watching this will be having, is that, hey, I can search these keywords on Quora himself. Quora has a search engine. Why should I use QAPop to search the keywords?
That's a good question. So there is a few advantage of not using the Quora search. First one is that we are going to remove the duplicate between the different keywords. Like you
Okay.
have entered 4 different keywords, and you can have definitely overlap between lifetime deal and LTD.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So if you manually search those different keywords, you will have lost some time on this. So that's the first point. The second point is we can actually go to Quora and make a search for any point. That would maybe be easier to show what you are missing out.
So do I just search it? Like, yeah,
Well, just any keyword, like you can go for LTDs or the shortest to type or lifetime deal.
lifetime deal. Sure. I'm just
Yes.
gonna search this. Yeah.
So this is all types. So you need to filter on the side just questions. That's the second option. On the left
So
side,
questions. Okay.
yes,
Oh, interesting.
this
Yeah.
is limit. But like what you see here is you have only the name of question and overview of the first answer.
Okay.
Now, this is not much information to know if the question is relevant because you don't know how many views this answer is getting. You don't know how many answer there is already on this
Yep.
question.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't know how good are the top answers. That if you open just maybe the second one, there's some answers there.
Yes.
The ranking of answer on Quora is mainly based on the number of upvote answer is getting.
Okay.
You can have sometimes question where the top answer will have 500 upvotes, and then it will be really hard for you to answer here and get your answer properly ranked on it.
Got it. So basically, Quora doesn't show me how many answers it has. It doesn't show me how much traffic each question gets, and if I get those powers, superpowers, I think which QAPop is gonna give me, that's gonna be insane. I can just go into the questions
Yes.
that is getting a lot of traffic. Yep, truly interesting.
Basically, we will give you an overview of all the questions with all the metadata, so you don't have to be opening them one by one and check if it's relevant.
Oh, love it, saving me
That's
time.
the true power of QAPop. Let me
Perfect.
just check on my side how far is your scripting. It's still running.
And
It was
I've answered few questions before. I'm not sure if those make sense. I mean, I'm not brand new to Quora, but I've
okay.
answered few questions before.
So we can review your profile.
So okay, okay. So do we just so how important is this profile?
It is really important that
Okay,
well, we have actually a blog post about it. Let me just share it so people can check it out. That there is few things you can be optimizing on your profile. And just give me a second to find up to optimize Quora profile.
I think the last I've updated my Quora profile was for 3 years ago. I guess I'm not sure. Yeah,
Like you are still a content creator and Instagram expert.
is it a good headline to keep it?
It's a good headline if you're still working here. I would
Okay.
advise you to be changing an headline mentioning like a PitchGround
Okay.
because of something which is called credentials. We'll explain it around. So there's few things right now which are not optimized on your profile.
Okay.
One of it is you have no link in the short description.
Okay. So here we need to add a link.
Edit, add a link because it's a free link that will be always visible and it can increase the traffic you will be getting from Quora. So that's the first thing. Network crowdfunding.
I'm just gonna remove this.
The next thing you will want to add is to have a credential which is mentioning QAPop. So if you go on the right side, you see credential and highlight.
Yes. Yes.
You can add a new credential.
All right. And employment, and then
Employment,
yeah,
CMO, or head of marketing.
and do we need to make a new account for this, or is it the same account? Like it's fine.
It's on the same account, and this is something I will show you later on. That basically all those credential is something you can be personalizing on all your answers.
Okay.
So yeah, now that you have a account, if you go, I think your profile is now relatively good. Like, can you just scroll down a bit on your profile?
Yeah. I mean the question. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yes, you don't have any space. Okay, so space is one of those things you can be working with. So, okay. If you go to the search you had open previously.
Yeah. Yeah. Search. Oh, previous search. Okay. Yeah.
So if you just open any question.
So I'm gonna open this one. What is the lifetime deal? I think that's it.
Actually, your QAPop report should be ready, so maybe we can shift back to QAPop, and
Oh
I will
yeah.
give you a question to answer.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. So this is how QAPop report looks like. And you can see that in comparison to Quora, you have all those information about relevance, Quora traffic. So
Interesting.
keyword is basically if there is some overlap between keyword, it will be aggregated on the keyword. And you can also, if you're interested in looking on a specific keyword, like let's say you want to start with SaaS because it generates keyword for you, you can just click on it and this display you only the SaaS.
Okay, guys, this is amazing because it's showing me all the traffic that is coming, and Quora doesn't actually show me. So that's what the difference is. Wow. Yeah,
Yes.
really,
And
and
you
it's
have
showing me the answers, views.
yes.
Wow, wow, amazing.
We have also a relevance score, which is something we are computed. It's based on the number of keywords you're provided. So basically what we are looking is for each question, how many
Okay,
times the 4 keywords you have entered are mentioned. And
okay,
then we basically make a score between 0 and 1. So it helps us to tell you if the question is relevant according to the keyword you gave.
perfect.
Because it's helpful a lot when you are working with cycle. Like if you're LTD, it can mean lifetime deal, but maybe it has other meaning. So if you're using LTD as a keyword, you might sometimes have irrelevant stuff. And with this
Got it.
relevance score, you can be removing those stuff which are irrelevant because of the dual meaning, basically.
That is crazy. I mean, removing all the irrelevant stuff. Got it. Yeah.
Yes. Like we have basically one score which is aggregating everything, which is a QAPop score. You have one second column. And that's what we are recommending to use to sort question if you want to get organic traffic from your answer.
Okay.
But the trick is until your account is warm up, you don't want to be answering the first question you have here, because this is a question with 600 of monthly traffic, and you don't want your answer to get collapse on such a good answer. So typically when you are new to Quora, what we advise is to be sorting according Quora traffic, like the
Okay.
third column, but sort in a decreasing manner, and basically start by those questions which have zero traffic, because you have nothing to lose on those one.
Okay.
Start by answering 5 of 10 of those questions
Okay.
to
Firstly, we
warm up
got to
your profile.
answer. Start by answering the Quora questions that get less traffic. Got it.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So like you can check if one is relevant for you in here.
I can answer every single question out here. I mean, easy for me. Yeah. For what are some useful SaaS for small businesses, successful SaaS companies? Then I don't know about the SaaS stocks, but I can talk about SaaS metrics and every single thing. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can go for the one which says what are the one about typical SaaS tool for a small business. I think you like. Do you have a blog post which is answering one of those questions at hand?
Um, we gotta check our blog post page. I'm not sure about
Because
it.
then I will be able to show you what you can do with the content draft.
Okay. So I have to like click on content draft right now.
Yeah, like first find a blog post which is matching one of question. So maybe
Okay.
go to PitchGround, check some article.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let me just do it.
And let
And
me also on my side open your report.
Shopify alternatives, ManyChat, weekly roundup, ManyChat, funnel builders, SaaS affiliate programs. We missed on affiliate. This is a nice keyword. Okay, this is a nice keyword. Yeah. Um, Subscription management software, AI copywriting tools, buffer alternatives. There are different blog posts. Yeah.
Okay, so just give me a second to look at your report. Like there is one about payment system. I think you had a blog post about payment system, right?
Payment system. I believe. Nope.
Yeah.
What is a startup incubator? Sales funnel. Then SaaS marketing resources. I think we will have a good one on this. And now we are just going into the old blog post territory. This is like the super old blog post. 7 ways to collect leads. I think I can use this one. Customer support examples. And if
Okay.
I go to QAPop and then if I just click on SaaS, if I just go with Quora traffic
Sort by.
0, what every entrepreneur working on a SaaS B2B startup should know. If I take this answer,
Yes,
I think
that could
I
be a good
can.
example.
I think I'm just gonna write it as um, SaaS is a business. So do I just do it in a content draft, or how do we go forward with
Yeah,
this?
so basically copy the URL of this question. Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go to QAPop content draft.
sure.
Yep.
And
And here you have
Quora.
which question you want to answer. And at the bottom, put the blog post you want to be using as a source.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And say create content draft. So what this is going to do is going to extract the content of your blog post.
Okay.
It's going to summarize it and paraphrase it so you can be using it to quickly write some nice answer.
Wow. It's gonna do it
And
all by itself.
like you will need some editing because
Of course,
AI is not
we
that
will
good at
need some
copywriting.
editing, but yeah,
But it will save you a lot of time, and this is typically very good for warming up your Quora account because it will allow you
got
to write quickly answer with a lot of content. So to warm up your account, you need to answer 5 to 10 questions with a lot of
got it.
content without any link. That is the rule.
Really interesting. So, guys, if you're watching this webinar, I know you have questions coming in. Please keep them coming because we're gonna have a Q&A session in the end where we're gonna answer every single question of yours. So keep the questions coming. And by the time it summarizes this article, summarizes my article, I just want to say that this to if you're joining in the middle, etc. Here's what we did till now. So first, we just took 3 to 4 keywords, and secondly, we just generated a report using the QAPop, and report showed us questions from Quora which are relevant, and it ranked those questions according to the traffic each question is getting. But if you're starting new on Quora, what it is that you don't have to answer the questions that are getting super high traffic. If you're doing that, Quora is going to realize this, that you're using Quora to just farm audience from there, and that's why it's going to ban you. So you got to start with questions that have very low traffic. So basically, by starting with low traffic, what it does is that it warms up your Quora account, and that's when your Quora account won't be banned. See, warming up the Quora account, this is the very first time I'm hearing here, and I really didn't know about this. I'm sure you guys also didn't know about this before. And yeah, so I'm truly excited what that I got to know about this, so that I just don't go spam all questions on Quora one day and just ended up getting my account banned. Another tip which we learned in this webinar is have a link in the description of your profile. Let me go to my profile, and I think it's here. Perfect. So a lot of things can be improved over here. Basically, you need to be having your current designation is your highlight in your credentials. You can edit. I it's a very old description, guys. I just started in 2015. I was a kid back then, so yeah, please, you don't judge me on that, okay? You can have a link over here as I inputted like a Black Friday deal here, so you can have your link over here. Fabian recommends having your main link, especially in the description part. So, moving on to
Yeah.
QAPop. So
We
that's
have a
what.
bug on the content draft, so I
Yes.
won't be able to demonstrate this. We'll
Okay.
be trying to fixing it after the call and let you know, maybe make a follow
Ah,
up.
it's in beta. So all right, it's in
It's
beta.
in beta, so it was a long
Ah,
stretch. We still have a few stuff to be fixing from time to time.
all right,
So
all right, no issues. So from based on the questions, we can start answering. SaaS is a business model. You can start answering by yourself, but the content draft is coming soon. It's in beta right now. Too bad it didn't work in the webinar, but all the rest of the features are working. They are ready for you to take a look. So I'm going to answer this. SaaS is a business model that requires, dedication and working with your customers from time to time, and that's why every entrepreneur should know about customer support. And I'm just gonna write about that and probably click on post. That's what I was gonna do basically. And coming back to QAPop, this is what it is, guys. You can rank based on Quora traffic. You can select the keyword. You can do whatever you want. This is the customization that you get. You can also favorite questions, and you can show mark
And favorite.
favorites, and it's gonna come. Yep, that's what it is.
So one
So
more thing
yeah.
you can be interested in is like once you have answered everything which is here, you can be exploring other keyword. So if you go on the side, you have keyword ideas.
Keyword ideas. All right.
Yes. And this will basically give you a list of keyword which are
Oh,
related to what you enter.
I didn't even know that there was there was like a separate keyword for Black Friday deals software, and I was missing out on this. As when Fabian started this webinar, we were like, okay, enter the keywords that you think are relevant. I just entered software deals, SaaS, lifetime deals, SaaS LTD, and etc. But I really didn't know that people are actually searching for Black Friday deals, Black Friday deals, Black Friday software deals. Imagine if my answer is ranking on all these places, I would be PitchGround would be making a ton of money. Yeah, absolutely, just from
Yeah.
Quora alone. Yeah.
Well, I guess typically, it's hard for human beings to be getting idea of keywords. That's why it's like we have tool to help out. And
Yes.
what you can be doing here is you see in last column you have add keyword.
Yes.
So if you have a
Add
keyword
keyword.
you like, you add
Oh
it.
yes, Black Friday deal softwares. We can add any number of keywords we want.
Up to 10, because basically it will help you generate a new report.
Okay, we have an antivirus software deal as well. Software deals Black Friday as well. Then lifetime software deals. Okay, I think this is fine.
Okay, and you see now you have create new report on the side,
Create new report. All right.
and it redirects you to here. So the interface you already know. Potentially you can be even adding new keyword if you want.
Okay.
I would recommend still to keep like all-time I, like all-time
All time.
question. It's usually the
Okay.
best. Like basically limiting for recency is something which is interesting. When you have use all the one from all time, you can start basically generate one report per month about the keyword you're interested in and have an easy new question from this keyword basically.
Really interesting. Really interesting. So we can start creating many reports like this. PG Cora 1. Let me just keep it to 20. And we cut duplicates automatically. That's what it is, guys. I'm going to click on export data, and it's going to take around 15-20 minutes, and it's going to generate a beautiful report for you with based on all the keywords, because it's going to just search through all the Quora questions database. So it's going to take time, but once you generate it, you have a list of keywords, list of questions that you can organize based on traffic, based on relevance, based on your knowledge in the field, and etc. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
So typically what I recommend is to work by iteration, that you will start with the first report we have created, which are really the first keyword which came to your mind.
okay.
Once you're done working with it, you use keyword recommendation, expand on it, and you have keyword recommendation or keyword recommendation, so you can always expand and find new ideas. Once you are done exploring our keyword, you can consider making a new report and only select questions which are 1 month old to have any the new stuff. And okay, you will never be done with Quora. There's always something.
I can see I'll be spending a lot of time and with this tool, and I can just generate so many questions, so many keywords, just keep on answering questions, and it can become like my part-time or a hobby just to answer questions on Quora. I can truly see how enjoyable this becomes. So I'm gonna quickly share a link. So here, Fabian has shared this link on how to optimize a Quora profile. It's like your Quora profile optimization in 3 minutes. You don't have to spend hours on it. Just see what it is, adding a picture, credentials, and etc. So get the basics covered, guys. I'm gonna drop this resource for you, or to optimize your Quora profile in the chat down below, so you can just go through it. And let me just see. So yes, guys, that's one resource that you're getting. You can optimize your Quora profiles. Tell us once you've optimized your Quora profiles, do talk about this. Perfect, perfect. And now let's move on to the questions. Fabian, are we done, or are we covering anything else? Yeah.
There is one more feature we can potentially cover, which is the keyword tracking, but it's something which is typically used
Fabian, I think we have lost you. Fabian, I think we have lost you there. I'm gonna close the blog post in the meantime, guys. In the meantime, if you have any questions about Quora marketing, how to grow on Quora, how to start with Quora, even specific to your industry, please tell me, and that would be awesome, awesome. So Fabian is joining in here. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, technical issue. Yeah,
Technical issue.
so there is one more feature which can be interesting for you, which is the tracking you have on top here.
Okay.
So what this is going to do is it's going to check every day if there's a new question matching a specific keyword. So I would advise you, for example, to have it enabled for your brand name. So anytime there is a mention of PitchGround, you can
Okay.
answer right away.
Oh, love this. Love this. I can also track competitors, which I won't be tracking right now, but I'm going to secretly will be tracking it after this webinar. This is going to be insane. Yeah. Nice. This is superb. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, this
So
is
I'll
quite
get
interesting.
email notifications. Wow. Great.
You would get an email notification with summary if any of the question got 500 view within the first day. It's going to
Okay.
tell you, hey, this one have 500 views, and also the other condition that they have zero answer. So it's by just cherry picking the most interesting question.
Wow.
And then if you go here, you will have all the question, even they have lower number of view. So that's the last feature we have, which worth
Guys,
mentioning.
this feature alone is a game changer because it's cherry picking the questions that that is based on my target keywords. It's gonna send a mail to me and be like, hey, this question is getting a lot of traffic, this question doesn't have any answer, just go ahead, go, what are you doing, wake up, answer it. So that's what it is. This feature alone, I'm sold with it, and I'm sure this is gonna help you out as well. Now, before we jump into the questions, guys, we showed all the features right now. Content drafts is in beta right now. I can see a question about content drafts. It's in beta, but it's going to be coming for you. Basically, it's going to take this and then it's going to show you based on the question, based on the blog post link, and it's going to show you the summary of what it is. So it's in beta right now. It's gonna come real soon, but that is what it is. So Fabian, yeah.
Yeah, my connection isn't stable. I don't know why.
Yep. So I was just showing them around all the features of QAPop, and I was talking about, yeah. So before we jump into the questions, guys, this is the QAPop lifetime deal, and starts at $49. You're gonna make back your money within if within just uh, within just 1 week, I would say, because 1 week of just you're answering Quora, and then getting more views and etc. You're getting a ton of traffic, which otherwise you were leaving money on the table. So, Fabian, can you explain these plans as well, so that our audience understands in a really easy manner?
Yeah, well, basically those plans are designed depending on the scale at which you might be using Quora. That Quora can actually use as a personal branding tool if you're a freelancer. So typically the entrance plan is designed for personal brand usage. And then the next one is for company which have one dedicated marketer, which will be working on Quora.
Okay.
The next plan is for company which already have few marketer which can be working on Quora, and the last one is for agency.
Ah, love this. Love this. So basically, you could be starting out your own agency for organic marketing, for Quora marketing, and etc. You can be doing this on steroid mode, targeting all the Quora questions, Quora keywords, and everything. And you could be getting a ton of traffic, driving a ton of traffic to your website, driving a ton of traffic to your pages, etc. That's what this is, guys. For agencies, I'm sure some agencies are also watching this webinar. This is the steroid mode. This is the plan for you. And guys, these are, I would say, the prices would be increased later on. So make use of the early bird offer as mentioned here. That's what it is. So we showed you what it is. If you're just starting out, if you're like a freelancer, if you're just into personal branding only, etc., planning would totally work best for you. But if you're anything other than that, you can go on for these particular plans that we have over here. So perfect. Let me jump back and stop my screen sharing. Now we're going to answer all your questions. So please keep the questions coming regarding Quora, regarding your personal branding on Quora, driving traffic on Quora, literally any Quora question, guys. We are here to answer. We are here to help you out. That's what the focus of this webinar is, not just sell QAPop and be like, bye. No, not like that, okay? We're just going to help you out, answer all your questions. So please ask your questions. We are here to help you out. All right, so moving to this, starting, I can see questions from Avinash, Kai, Brijesh, Parekh, etc. So Kai asked the question: is it more on summarizing, or also it's a GPT-3 generator?
So we're not using GPT-3, we're using another different AI tool because we have a different approach. That basically we're focusing on paraphrasing. Like GPT-3 is a generic AI tool, so it's good at many things, but it's not perfect on specific use case. So we use something which is more dedicated to our specific use case.
Perfect, perfect. So Kai, you heard it. So you are actually using an AI, but that's not GPT-3. Got it. And moving on to the next question. You guys are amazing. So much engagement from Timothy, from Abhishek, from Daniel. Abhishek again. Oh my goodness. Johan is here. And perfect. Do you maybe provide some aged accounts, or will accounts get banned in some instance?
So normally it is very hard to get your account fully banned. Like you need really to be spamming a lot for it to be banned. What is more common is that you will get collapse answers. So is that your answer are not visible organically. You need to be
Ouch.
scrolling down and display it. And that's something you can actually be checking quite easily if you open your profile from a private window and check the question. If your question is not displayed, then you are collapsed, basically. We are considering to make some audit tool which will help you easily check this. But typically, you can get banned from Quora if you're spamming, but you will first have signals that most of your answer will get collapsed. And if your answers start to have a ratio over 20% collapse, you need to stop, try to make again some warm up, as he answer some question with that link, with a lot of content to be getting back your karma.
Guys, do make a note. Kai, you also make a note. It's like your answer gets collapsed, not fully banned in the first glimpse of it. So if your answer is getting collapsed, you that's probably one reason to slow down. I really didn't know about this. I just knew about like Instagram, how Instagram reduces the reach and etc. It's fascinating to see that Quora also has such mechanisms in place to stop your answers from being seen. Great, great. So Avinash, I think we have showed you the keywords monitoring as well. I think that's the keywords tracking that we showed you, Avinash. I hope that answers your question because you asked it in the start of the webinar. So what should be the strategy? Should we answer questions with high Quora traffic, followers, or views? We just showed you right now. Start with low traffic, and then slowly, when you warm it up and etc., then go on with higher traffic. So again, let me get really specific and nitpick your brain. It's like, do we answer 30 low traffic questions and then move on to high traffic, or how it is? When should I just go on to high traffic?
Yeah, so typically 10 to 20 is enough to warm up your account. Okay, so first answer 10, check if you have any collapse answer. If you have no collapse answer, you can start answering some more question with high traffic, start including some link. And what you can do also is like, so you answer 3 of traffic, check if you're not collapsed. And if you're not
And if you're not collapsed, basically we just go ahead and answer more non-traffic questions. And then I think that's what you're back again. Yeah.
I'm back again.
Yeah.
So what was the last thing you heard?
So basically, I heard about answer game being collapsed after answering like 4 or 5 questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back you answer first like 10 to 20 question without link. Check if any of your question is collapsed or not. If no of your answer is collapsed, you can do the next step or start off the next stage of start including link. And answer 3 of them. Check if any of them is collapsed after 2 to 3 days. If it's not the
Got
case,
it.
you can keep on likely including link. There's also a small hack you can start using, which is not always include link in your answer, but you can include a link to one of your other answer, which include a link. Because Quora actually like if you are linking within Quora, because it's social media, they're playing on
Okay.
keeping the platform.
Okay. Wow.
So it's good to be linking between your answer to actually get even some extra organic reach on Quora.
Guys, do take a note of this point because I've never heard such. This is all new to me. Frankly, I feel like a noob right now. I used to call myself, yeah, I know about organic marketing, but right now, this is a whole different world that we're talking about, guys. This Quora, it has all these sorts of things. Basically, you can link to other Quora answers. Quora would allow that. And then in some questions, you need not paste any links. Then slowly you go ahead, start answering low traffic questions, and then when you see that your answers are not collapsed within 3 days, you again answer more low traffic questions, and then you move on to high traffic. That's how slowly you got to go. And this particular tip alone, I believe that if you're watching the webinar right now, is going to be the best takeaway for you guys, because if you're starting on Quora marketing, no one's going to tell you this, guys. I'm sure, pretty sure no one's going to tell you. If you agree with me, tell me in the chat down below if this was really, really useful tip for you. Moving on to the next question. How to use info such as QAPop score, relevance, traffic, etc. Brijesh, we just showed you. I think you were asked it when we started out. Feel free to ask it again if you didn't follow through.
Like we
I live
actually
in,
about
yeah,
this point, we have a Knowledgebase article which is detailing all the metrics. So we'll just look for the link and share it.
yes. So, guys, knowledge base articles is also there. You don't have to worry what it is and what all that is. Wow, that is crazy. Thank you so much. And I'm sold for QAPop. I have to start exploring Quora. Let me open an account. I'm glad you're opening an account. I'm glad that this webinar forced you to open an account because it showed you the kind of business you are missing out on Quora, guys. Amazing. This is a really good question from Kai. I think I would love this question as to ask this question as well. Can we generate multiple reports at the same time?
Yes, you can if you have enough credit for question. There's no limitation about that. After it depends which approach you want to have. If you want to iterate on keyword, we recommend that we run them one by one so you can check the keyword recommendation and keep on expanding. If let's say you are an agency, you have different clients with different keyword, you can be launching the report in parallel, no problem.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, Kai, you can do that. Absolutely. So I'm confused about the LTD deal features. Hi, I think I've shown you all the features, explained you all the features. Feel free to ask it again in the group. And I think you asked it before we went through the features. So feel free to ask it again if you're confused about any particular thing. We would love to answer it, and etc. AI content draft is refreshed monthly or it's only one-time credit?
So what's included in the lifetime deal is only one-time credit, because as it's AI power, we cannot afford to have recurrent credit on it. It's quite expensive infrastructure. Now, every person which purchasing from lifetime deal will have access to a discounted price to buy new credit in the future. So there will be option to buy new credit.
All right, all right. So, guys, the main features of QAPop, which is let me share my screen over here,
The Explorer.
which is the reports, which is the tracking, etc., which is answering all the questions, which is creating keyword ideas, creating the best questions, every single thing. These are the main features of QAPop, which you'll be getting based on the limits. But the AI credits right now is only one time. So basically, this is like you get all of this, but the content draft, which is the AI credit feature, it's only one time, guys. I want you to take a note about that because you guys are LTD customers. That's truly important. Good question, Kai. Thank you so much for asking that. Let's me move to the next question over here. And the 49 USD plans feels underwhelming. Of just three keywords seems too less. I would say start with that. We already have, uh, you know, a refund policy in place. So if you want to upgrade, you can just refund this and then just upgrade to a bigger plan. If you're just starting out, it's more than enough. We just showed you how within just three keywords alone, You can just get a whole lot of questions, even from tracking, even from everything. But I totally get how underwhelming it can be. But try it out with the base plan. It's gonna help you out. This webinar seriously really made me serious about Quora. Yes, Quora has a lot of potential. I thought QAPop will be my helping buddy to scale up my Quora marketing game. Absolutely. Start using QAPop as your Quora marketing buddy. That's where you're going to do it. Crazy tip, crazy tips. Amazing, amazing. This is awesome. Perfect. So that was the questions. You guys had a lot of questions. Thank you so much for asking all those questions, guys. You are amazing. And people are looking for a giveaway right now. We're not going to end the webinar without a giveaway. So let me showcase you the deal first. This is the QAPop deal. Honestly, if you're targeting Quora, this tool 100% makes sense for you because you're gonna get business back within just 1 week alone. Answering questions, tracking those keywords, you will understand a pattern to Quora. You'll start gaming Quora to get more traffic to your website, whether you're offering a service, whether you're selling a product. It doesn't matter. You can leverage Quora to grow your business. I agree that most of you guys would be from US or India. That's even better. That's like a no-brainer for them to miss out on traffic. But why to miss out on just all the traffic that you're getting? Why to leave money on the table? That's what Quora is. And hope this webinar was helpful for you to consider Quora as a marketing channel for you to grow on Quora, to write more on Quora, and to interact more on Quora and use Quora to grow yourself, to help others as well. Because with all these questions and etc., the main intention should not just be to like, yes, I'm just going to use it for my benefit, but Quora as a platform is good. I get a ton of answers myself from the platform. So you should try helping out others. That's where the core of Quora marketing comes into play. So with this, we're going to wrap up this webinar. And we got 2 questions. We're going to answer this and give away. Promise, guys. Two more questions. Sorry for that. Interesting tool to stay time on research. Maybe you can use other tools like Jarvis to generate answers. For sure, you can start using other tools, pair up with it. You can use ScaleNut from PitchGround. That would be like a perfect way to move forward with it. So use ScaleNut to write those short form content, or use any other AI tool if you want. ScaleNut is available on lifetime deal. That's why we recommend that. And you can help use the AI to write your answers. Absolutely. So 300 questions a month. Please explain this from the 49 USD plan. Let me just go to the 49 USD plan and explain the 300 questions a month. So Fabian, what is this?
Well, it's for the limitation for the report feature. So the first feature we're showcasing, that you can have like in total 300 response in the result. So we typically recommend to have like 20 question per keyword, so you can make the computation of how many keywords you can be analyzing per month.
Got it. So basically, guys, these are the questions. I'll just remove the favorite part. I think this is, let me go back and let me click on this PitchGround Quora. And so the 300 questions limitation is on the reports feature, guys. You'll get 300 questions. That's what it is. Yeah. And let me come back and hope that helps you out. Looks like a solid tool, really interesting. Yes, Nilan, truly interesting. And Venkatesh, you joined in right now. We are almost about to end the webinar, do the giveaway. But Venkatesh, I think you made the video about QAPop, showcasing about what it is and etc. You are amazing. You're amazing for that. Yeah. And it looks like a solid tool. Absolutely, Nilan. It's a solid tool. You should be using it. I'm blown away instantly. And I badly want to hire a person just for Quora right now. Make him use QAPop, teach him QAPop within like 15 minutes, or take this webinar replay and give him that, and then just show it to what it is. So Fabian, are there any upcoming features or roadmap or something, anything that we can expect?
Like, that's all from my side.
Fabian, I mean, what we want to say is, are there any upcoming features?
Yeah, well, we have actually like a public roadmap, and well, we are working still on improving a lot the um, like content draft feature, so that they will.
So Fabian over there is stuck. So this is the public roadmap, Kai. I'm glad you asked about the roadmap. So Kai, this is the public roadmap, and I can see that you guys are already asking different questions about integrating it with ScaleNet. It already has 5 upvotes. Really interesting to see that people are wanting an integration with ScaleNet. They basically want ScaleNet to write the answers. That is truly interesting. So, yep, this is the roadmap, guys. You can just go ahead and look at it, and you can ask your feature requests and etc. That's what it is. Where to find the roadmap? It's in the footer. It's in the roadmap. You can just you know just click on it, and it will open this particular for you. Perfect. That's what about the roadmap question really is. Venkatesh has been using it since August, and he clearly says that I love QAPop. Yes, Venkatesh, we love QAPop as well, and I'm glad you're using QAPop to leverage Quora to unlock Quora's true potential out there. Awesome, awesome. And guys, coming to the giveaway, you guys have been really, really patient. You guys are amazing. So you deserve something. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give out PitchGround credits to you, which is the PG incentive of $15. That's right, and to one lucky winner from who's watching this webinar, and which essentially bring which you can use it to buy QAPop, and it will bring down the price of QAPop massively. That's what it is. So that's I'm gonna help you out to purchase QAPop to get it at a better pricing for you guys. Just the lucky winner. So the first person. No, I'm not gonna say type in QAPop. Sorry, I'm not gonna say that. It's because too generic. Just tell me your takeaway in this webinar. Just tell me, like, was this webinar useful for you? You can type in just useful or not. You can just type in what was the number one tip you took forward from this webinar, etc. Let's see. I'm going to give you like 2 minutes of timing. Tell me tell me the number one takeaway that you had from this webinar, because I'm going to summarize this takeaway to give it to other pitch grounders as well who weren't able to attend the webinar. They would be looking at the comments, they would be looking at all of it. So tell me the takeaways that you took from this webinar. I can see the comments coming in. Eye-opening learning, absolutely. Brijesh, I'm glad. For me as well, for me as well. This is truly insane. I never knew that Quora was this, had all this algorithms and etc. Venkatesh says generating B2B leads from Quora. Interesting. So Venkatesh, you absolutely got to know that B2B leads from Quora is really good. Daniel says really useful. Awesome, Daniel. I'm glad you found it useful. Then personal branding in a really easy way. Absolutely, Abhishek. Absolutely. Personal branding in a really easy way. Then save timing on research and create organic marketing that sticks. Wow, absolutely, absolutely true, absolutely true. You can up your content marketing game with this. I learned how I'm missing the opportunity. Absolutely. You are missing the opportunity indeed if you're not focusing on Quora. We just showed this to you. If you joined in late, just watch the replay. You're going to understand what an eye opener this is, the kind of opportunity that you're missing out. That is Raju Yarida who was talking about this. Raju, thanks for the comment. Then Manish says Quora account warm up, how to answer the question, keyword research, brand tracking, AI credits. Literally, the SaaS is knocking the ball out of the park. I'm mind blown. $15 credits will make this like so much sweeter. I hope you win. I hope you win. Yeah, great platform. Definite push with QAPop. Others not fair. I get it. QAPop support has been awesome. They've been receptive to all the feedback. Guys, this is what matters when you buy a lifetime deal. It's not like just getting the money and just going away. The support that Venkatesh has been using this product since August, and he says the support is good. They've been receptive to all the feedback. So we want you to fill the roadmap with your feedback. We want you to fill the roadmap with what all the features you're looking for. QAPop is wanting to grow, and it'll grow from you guys. That's what it is. Who are watching this webinar, who are going to be using Quora to grow your own business. Absolutely. I'm getting so many comments out here. Quora is like place to find many niche audience. Absolutely. Highly educated users. True that. Highly educated users, and great place if you're a B2B company. Truly amazing, guys. Great. So I'm going to choose one random answer over here, and I'm just going to click it open, and let me just browse and click it open. Oh God, a lot of comments actually, a lot of comments. All right, this has been coming up. So Nilayan Ghosh, congratulations on winning. You said not fair, and then you just won. This is yeah. So congratulations, Nilayan. You are on your way to unlock Quora's true potential with QAPop. Just contact me, message me with your PitchGround email ID, and I'll add the incentives. You can use the incentive to purchase QAPop and start using Quora to grow your brand, to grow your business, and that's what it is. So yes, you won. he's like, did I win? Oh, great. Yes, you won, Lilian. Congratulations. So that's it for today's webinar, guys. You guys have been amazing. You guys you guys learned a lot. I personally learned a lot. And Fabian, thank you so much for tuning into this webinar, even with a bad internet connection, telling us about Quora, showing us how to leverage Quora to, grow our business. And yeah, that's what it is. Thank you so much, Fabian.
Welcome.
And guys, don't forget to grab the lifetime deal. Just going to show you once again. This is what it is. QAPop. It's pitchground.com/product/QAPop. If you cannot find the URL, just go into the deals page and just use the search option here. Type in QAPop and you're just gonna find it over here. That's what it is. Truly simple, truly easy to use tool, and use it to unlock Quora's true potential.
We'll take a close look at how you can utilize Quora for your marketing needs. And here comes the intro. What's going on, guys? This is Val from PitchGround. Did you ever think of using Quora in your marketing strategy? I mean, there's already a bunch of marketing channels out there, and why you might need yet another one? Because it's a huge audience. Here are some stats. Quora says they have 300 million unique people a month. Most of the traffic comes from India and the United States. Quora users are highly educated. 65% of users have a college degree. A study by Nielsen in 2018 found that Quora users are 37% more likely to be in management positions than the general adult population. Quora gives you an opportunity to get in front of those who have decision-making power and provides for greater content exposure and lead generation. On Quora, you can get more high-quality traffic, boost your authority, and learn more about your audience. Yet until recently, there was no way you could automate your marketing activities on Quora. And the good news is that we have found a perfect tool for this and have brought you a lifetime deal for QAPop, an automation tool for Quora. Even if you never used Quora before, QAPop enables you to discover exclusive insights to win more clients. The Explorer helps you to delve into relevant questions more in detail. The AI-powered copywriting tools helps you to repurpose your blog posts on Quora and boost your content distribution. Keyword Monitor will alert you about new questions matching your keywords, so you will be the first to react. You can check if Quora is even relevant for your business with the Quick Analysis tool. Enter 3 keywords and it will tell you if Quora is a good fit for your company. Quora is increasingly the place to be for our business audiences, which means it's the place to be for marketers as well. Not only to grow their brand's online presence, but to keep up with the industry trends and even learn a few tricks from other marketers. For more info, do check out our use case video and definitely go grab your lifetime deal for QAPop on PitchGround.com. That's pretty much it, guys. Love you all, keep safe, and I see you guys in the next video.